what's the one thing that can really spoil the broth for the product that you're working on, for the team that you're working with, and for yourself? I see this anti-pattern everywhere, and that's scope creep. And a scope creep basically is when the team is adding more features or requirements into the sprint or into the development cycle. And the effects of doing that is that, well, those development cycles become longer, even a failure to meet what was the goal to achieve in the first place. And then that in itself has a knock-on effect on interrelated items, interrelated teams, portfolio, bit of a domino effect. So that's the anti-pattern. Now, what are the indicators? What are the things that could be a sign to keep an eye on? So a few things, and this is not an exhaustive list, is the fact that there is a pattern where consistently the sprint goals are missed. Another one is the never-ending stories, like the film. And also, if you can spot that there is a context switch, sort of start and stop things, there is a distraction there happening. More indicators could be low quality at the end of the day, because we are stretching towards other things. And the sense of lack of progress. Right? It may not be visible because there are other things taking their headspace, attention, and time. So it feels like lack of progress. We may be doing lots of stuff, but not sort of the things that we are looking at. And another one is that at the very end of that development cycle, you may not have a feature that is deployed and usable. Maybe it's only the database part of it, if you're thinking of software, or only the UI thing, but it doesn't do anything. Only the business logic, but it doesn't save anything. So which sort of questions we could be asking, right? So things that are powerful and simple, but it pushes to sort of help for reflection, right? To open possibilities and ultimately to serve the team. So good questions to have in your back pocket for this anti-pattern of scope creep could be, what is slowing us down? Help to surface the matter. Is there a clear, agreed goal for this? It's very easy to fall into like shopping list style sort of development cycle. If we were to slice this in half and yet have something usable by our customers, what would that look like? Do we have a shared understanding of the work that needs to be done? Is that feasible? Which options do we have? What's another one? There's more than one way to achieve something. Another question could be, could we change the how to get there? All those are looking at options, broadening up horizons, opportunities, ways, right? Ask, which dependencies does it have? And we are really looking at something, maybe there is more broader thing that can become scope creep or not, things that we could tackle, things that are interrelated. Is that realistic? And what may hinder us along the way? Because we have to think of happy paths, and when real life is far away from a linear, optimal path. So we talk, what's the anti-pattern, which sort of indicators, things to keep an eye on, which sort of questions, powerful ones and simple, that you can prompt the team. How about antidotes, things that, it's going to help you to alleviate some of the pain? One thing is to be explicit, right? So surface when the scope creep or bureaucracy creep. That's also another one. When it creeps in, bring it up. Then be realistic. Be an active participator to set achievable goals. Are we setting ourselves for failure? And yes, welcome change while there is value. So, but if it can be demonstrated, then it can wait. And this idea of prioritize ruthlessly, favor finishing things over starting. It's very easy to start things, but only finish things in the market and use other things that, in fact, can bring value. Another antidote is about reducing noise. Defer that creep discussion to remove distraction. And then, yes, be flexible, right? Because the only constant is change. So expect the unexpected. Validate. Seem to forget this one very often, from portfolio level to one piece feature level. So how can you measure expected results? How can you build telemetrics so that we can educate ourselves and have better future informed decisions? And then collaborate, because a whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Now, I'm super fond of visuals, and we often think at the team level that these ideas apply to other sections of the organization. So having a clear roadmap or multi-trail, having that visual, which includes what's not covered, and it serves as a guiding tool to refer back. Right? We are not going to do these things. We are not going to focus on these things. We are going this direction. But we have a clear filter of where we don't get distracted, or the focus won't be there. And that could be market, it could be maybe not focusing on mobile, maybe there's so many things, but having a clarity of what is not covered. And it's okay that things will change because we are all on flux. So don't expect the journey to be a straight, smooth line. So what else do you have on your sleeve dealing with the scope or bureaucracy creep? Tell me, put it down in the comments. I hope it's useful. Let me know how it goes.